Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Lacuna. And to say that a lot happened in the last episode would definitely be an understatement, guys. Gary got shot, we found Zora in our apartment, and we discovered that our daughter Laura has been kidnapped. So Neil has definitely got a lot on his mind, and the stress level that he's going through is about to get a lot worse because we've got to go break the news to Catherine that her daughter has also been kidnapped. So let's go ahead and do it. This is going to be awkward. She actually came to the apartment and we let her keep knocking. Neil, where the fuck have you been? I've tried to call you 1,000,000 times. I even came to your apartment. I'm so sorry. Laura still isn't home. I've called all of her friends and nobody knows anything. Looks like she never went to that party. Shit, Neil. What do I do now? Listen, Kat. Kat, I know what happened to her. What? She was abducted. They took her to blackmail me. I'm so sorry. What are you saying? Who took her? I'm not sure yet. Seems like they're a group of mercenaries involved in Banny's murder. No. They promise they won't harm her if I do what they say. How can you do that to us? I didn't. It's not like I allowed them to take her. You have to tell the CDI. Maybe they can find out where she is and get her out of there. It's too risky right now. I'm afraid of what they'll do if they find out I snitched. And do you think that people who abduct children and murder foreign ministers give a shit about their promises? I'm still evaluating the situation. I'll do everything in my power to keep her safe. What do they want from you? They want me to leak information about the case I'm investigating. About the liberators. Please, Kat, just trust me with this, okay? I won't let them do anything to her. I have to go. I'll call you as soon as I hear anything. And you do the same, okay? Alright. I'll be here all day. Well, that could have been worse. I thought I was at least going to get slapped. Just please call me if you hear anything. Okay, we're going to go ahead and leave the apartment and let her deal with those emotions. And check the news. No news. Let's head to work and go talk to Mr. Cox. See if we can figure out why exactly he wanted to shoot us. Now remember, the Attorney General was the one who actually ordered for Cox to be arrested, and we confronted him with that. That was when he went, well, anyways, I started blasting. So I guess we'll just have to figure it out. There's Gary waiting for us at the front. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We forced Zora to use our cell phone to make the connection, so we could already be in trouble. Talk to Gary. Oh, and we got a call. Who is this? Dad? Laura, where are you? Why didn't you let them use the login they wanted? Please, Dad. They're going to hurt me if you don't listen to them. You need to get me out of here. They swear they'll let me go if you do what they ask. I know how important your job is to you, Laura, but how bad can things be if they're asking you? Please, I want to finish my novel. Laura, listen to me. I'll get you out of there, okay? Just stay calm and do what they say. I have this under control. And we'll see each other soon. I need to go. Ugh. Yeah, you have a sit down there, Neil. Gather your thoughts. See, sometimes you need to do that. Kind of rally, you know? Oh, and we have news. Banny's murderers speak. The Guardian Gazette. Report by Amy Mandel. Less than 24 hours after Banny's death, an organization calling itself the Liberators has claimed responsibility for the attack. It was a scene right out of a movie, with screens all over the Capitol playing their radical message. If you weren't there, this is what they said. Hello, fellow citizens. We are the Liberators, defenders of progress, freedom, and reason. These values have been integral to our society for centuries, but lately, they have increasingly come under threat. Religious radicals calling themselves the Savient Front are aiming to establish a theocratic government on Drovia. The Savient faith is based on superstition and rejects science to the point where it endangers the lives of everyone under its thumb. We all saw 4 decades ago today what happens when a Savient state is left to its own devices. We can't let history repeat itself. We demand President Robinson end this madness now, put a stop to all independence talks, and reinstate full Guardian rule. We remove the radical Savient Joseph Banny to get it started. If you do not start implementing measures to meet our demands, more Savient lives will be spent to protect the future of us all. The Savient population on Gara will be taken hostage until the Guardian population on Drovia is guaranteed its freedom. We must step up for them if our government won't. Await our next move within 48 hours. It won't be as silent as the first. So far, authorities have not confirmed that the people sending the message were in fact involved in Foreign Minister Banny's death, or what the chilling announcement at the end might pertain to. Disclaimer: the Guardian Gazette does not support this message and will continue to stand for togetherness and inclusivity, that word, in these difficult times. Nice little disclaimer there. Morning, Conrad. You look pale. You sick? No, I'm fine. Well, I hope you got some rest after yesterday's incident. Let me bring you up to speed. The chief said he's making some announcement this morning. Didn't sound good at all. But we'll see in a few minutes. We took Cox in for questioning. You can interrogate him later. Yeah, but first, you should talk to Saito. He's in our office and has some new intel on Moore and Cox for you. Okay, I'm on it. Listen, Conrad, I might have been a little intense these past few days. These are special circumstances. You understand that, right? Sure, it's been hard on all of us. I gotta run. Talk to you later. Oh. Email. Dear Mr. Conrad, we have found 244 new offers fitting your search criteria. In only a few clicks, you can make your dream home a reality. Take a look today. Rachel Gardner, Sunlight Real Estate. Gara. Direct sunlight, public transportation. Your search has been running for 126 days. To terminate your search request or to modify the criteria, please visit Sunlight Real Estate. That's kind of interesting. Like, what's Conrad thinking here? Alright, so we gotta talk to Saito before we go question anybody. I just kind of want to... Okay, can't go down. The chief is definitely not going to be making a good announcement, I would assume. That's not how our luck goes. I'm trying to remember where our office is. I know that's the chief's office right there. Hold on, I actually got to look at the... And second floor unit, third floor chief, fourth floor conference. Okay. Gotcha. Then it should be right there. Oh, there we go. Got lost in my own building. That's the kind of professional I am. Ah, good morning, Neil. Hey, Saito. Gary told me you had some new intel for me. Indeed. I put everything on our pinboard over there. Let me give you a quick overview. First, I assembled some basic information on James Moore and his wife. Second, I managed to pull their recent bank statements. Maybe you'll find something useful in there. And that's all I could get my hands on for now, but I've got more coming tomorrow. And third, I took a look at the CV of the guy who fired at you, Albert Cox. And guess what I found? He's a Savient, and he grew up on Drovia. Oh, that's a surprise. I suspected he was working with the Liberators. Well, who knows? He still might. What's also interesting is that he changed his name 20 years ago. Shoot, we're running late for that meeting with the chief. Let's go. I'll tell you the rest on the way. Cox was born as Albert Bolton. His parents owned a big company at the time, Bolton Security Services. They were responsible for the safety of the Savient colony on Drovia. Oh. You mean Sector 2? The one that blew up 40 years ago? Exactly. Bolton Security was sued into oblivion over the incident and eventually went bankrupt. When Cox had finished school, he changed his name and moved to Gara. That's when he founded his own security company using some grant money. Thank you, Saito. Great work as always. Oh, it's nothing. I just did some advanced browsing. Before we go in, I do need to ask. Is everything alright? You look not great. Just didn't get enough sleep lately. Thanks for asking. Well, I think everybody's here. Let's start. Thank you all for coming. As many of you know, I've been working for the CDI for 28 years now. I've done everything in my power to defend the values our planet stands for. The principles of freedom, tolerance, equal rights for everyone, and justice have been guiding all of my actions. I've always been proud of our work and our commitment to the Garian democracy. And sadly, the path to justice isn't always clear, and we have to make difficult decisions. The murder of Joseph Banny has severely harmed the relationship between our planet and Drovia, and it puts the fragile peace in our solar system at risk. The Domestic Terrorism Division was charged with protecting Banny under my leadership. Oh, he's about to resign, isn't he? In light of our failure to do so, the Attorney General and I have agreed that the only appropriate response is for me to resign my duties at the CDI, effective immediately. I hope that the separatist groups on Drovia will consider this a sign of sincere remorse, and of our intention to make up for the damage that this has been done. I enjoyed working with all of you, and I wish you nothing but the best. I hope that each of you will find your way of fighting for justice. I'll still be in my office today if there are any open questions or issues you want to talk to me about. My successor will be announced by the Attorney General in the near future. Starting tomorrow, Agent Long will be taking over my responsibilities until a permanent replacement is found. Thank you, and goodbye. Oh, crap. Talk to Gary, and then talk to the chief optional. We are definitely going to go talk to the chief. Okay, we have the pinboard 2. So, when we read earlier about Cox getting that grant, it was the Savient grant. So that is quite interesting. Okay, that was the conference room, I think. Wait a minute, that's not blocked anymore. We still can't go up there. Alright. Fun. Hello, Conrad. How can I help you? I wanted to say goodbye. It was good working for you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I have to admit, I'm surprised by your decision. It's not like you could have done much more to protect Benny. Come on, Conrad. We both know that doesn't matter. Heads needed to roll for this. Chief. Why did we arrest Cox? I mean, it looks like it was the right call. But we didn't know at the time. And why didn't you give us the arrest order yourself? The AG didn't tell me why she wanted to do it, so I refused to give the order. So you don't know either? No, it seems like it's classified, same as the information on that stick. I see. Chief, the AG fired you over something else, didn't she? I overheard your conversation yesterday. Why are you telling me this? It didn't sound like you were arguing about Banny's death. You are aware that you can be suspended for eavesdropping on your superiors. In fact, it seemed like you were suspecting the AG of something. Is that the real reason why she wanted to get rid of you? This one is out of your league. Just respect the chain of command. I see. I have to pack up my things now. I wish you all the best for your career at the CDI. Thank you. Your cell contacts haven't changed lately, have they? Haven't changed in years. Good. Oh, we're going to get a call from the chief, aren't we? See you around, Agent Conrad. Okay, he may let us know at some point what's going on. I guess now we gotta go talk to Gary about his promotion. Hopefully he does not turn into a monster. I did not expect this. The agents seem apprehensive. I shall sit. Alright. What a day, huh? Yeah, you're telling me. That was unexpected. Oh, fuck. I can't believe I'm standing in for the chief. I never thought they would pick me. I have to call my wife. Guess I'll be doing some overtime in the next few days. Don't you think it's strange that the AG fired him? He ain't got to admit she never really liked him. Maybe she was waiting for an opportunity. But someone had to get fired for Banny's death just for the optics, don't you think? Maybe. But the chief always did an excellent job. It didn't have to be him. I'm not thrilled about it either. We should focus on the liberators' threat. I don't want to start my new job with a string of terror attacks. Let's recap what we've got so far. Listen up, squad. Time for a little wrap-up. I suppose you're all as surprised as I am about our chief's sudden retirement. However, we need to focus on the liberators and their plans now. So let's go over everything we've got so far once more. Drovia's foreign minister Banny was shot last night by a sniper who goes by the name of Boyd. Boyd then went to see a woman called Zora, which seems to have been a deviation from their original plan. He convinced her to hand him a stick with confidential stolen data. And the next morning, Boyd met another man to hand him that data. Abraham Gonzalez, CEO of the Drovian company Power Up. We were able to extract a deleted message from Gonzalez's cell which proves that someone paid him to fetch the stick and send the data to an unknown address once he was outside the Garian network. This leads us to believe that the data cannot be sent unnoticed via the web, which applies only to the best kept secrets of the Garian government. And we don't know who paid either of them. But the message to Gonzalez was sent via an encrypted channel on the Mercurius network. And that means it must be by one of the higher-ups of a large publicly traded company. We don't know what was on that stick because we haven't been cleared for access yet. But yesterday morning, an anti-Savian terror group calling themselves the Liberators publicly broadcast a video in which they claimed responsibility for Banny's murder. They also announced a second attack within 48 hours. Their broadcast was sent from the AdSpot building, and they operate all the billboards across the city. At the time the video started, the building was being guarded by a Cox security employee. We have reason to believe that the perpetrator was another employee of that same company, James Moore. His wife says that he went to a holiday at Manami Tree Resort, but he never turned up there. We're currently running a planet-wide search for him, but without success so far. the CEO of Cox Security, Albert Cox, opened fire on Agent Conrad and myself when we went to arrest him. Why were you arresting Cox? It was an order from the Attorney General. Conrad convinced Cox to surrender. We arrested him and brought him in for questioning. He had been in the process of destroying hard drives before we arrived. Our IT department is currently trying to restore what's left of the data. Do we think that Cox is a key figure behind the liberators? Well, he certainly is involved with them in some way, but he doesn't have access to the Mercurius network. We have to assume that there is some bigger fish behind Cox. What's also strange is that he's a Savian himself, but he grew up on Drovia. But our current priority is to prevent any further attacks. Galroy, I want you to support the ongoing manhunt for James Moore. Young, we brought some stuff back from Cox's office. Work your magic on it. Let us know if you find something. Saito, you keep gathering as much information as you can on our prime suspects. And Conrad, you should check whether you can establish a motive why Moore would support the liberators. That was a good speech by Gary, I have to say. Take a look at all the evidence we've got, including the information Saito put on our pinboard. You should go have a chat with Cox. We brought him to the interrogation room in the basement. Roger that. We also brought our sniper in for a second round of questioning. You can give it another try and see if you can get something out of him. Gonzalez surrounded himself with lawyers. Could be a while before we can interrogate him again. But that's all for now. Come back to me when you got something. Okay, I was curious what direction Gary was going to take, but I think we're in good hands. Now let's look at this pinboard. Oh, that's a lot of info. Bank statement. So, this is for James Moore. Bival Pharmaceuticals. The bar. Planned maintenance. Pharmaceuticals. Compensation maintenance. Groceries. Okay, so these are the cancer meds that we saw before. Like this is burning a hole in him. Pregnancy test. Oh. And then the money came from Cox Security for $10,000. A chargeback. Subscription. Vival Pharmaceuticals subscription number rejected. Insufficient funds in account. 200. Pregnancy test. 10,000. And then it continues on like clockwork. Interesting. Oh, here's the man himself, James Moore. Themis, Sector 6, married to Evelyn Moore. Place of residences, Sector 4, Gara. Junior security professional for Bemel Security Agency, Themis. Senior security professional for Cox Security Services, Gara. Criminal record. Fine for bodily harm. Fine for attempted theft. 6 months in prison for transporting illegal substances. Okay, I thought he spent a year in prison. It was only 6 months. Cyber implants. Calms brain enhancement. Resistance against mind-altering drugs and extended field of view. Calms reaction augment. Shortened reaction time. Increased hand-eye coordination. I mean, it makes sense considering the fact that he's a security professional. And, here's Evelyn. Date of birth, Themis, Sector 6, married to James Moore. Sector 6 and Gara. 1818 to 1825, mining professional from Millix Mining Complex Hope on Themis. So she's the one with the cancer. Fine for petty larceny, no cyber implants. So this entire thing, that's the motive. Is all the money also potentially because they have a kid on the way. But that may have been enough to actually, the money issues, the fact that there wasn't enough money in the account, the pregnancy test, desperate times, desperate measures. So we got some sheets here. The data. The data is about the Hope scandal, District 6 explosion, Sector 2 incident. Oh. Interesting. And we still need to find out about the liberators, too. Holy crap. Moore's motive. Nationalism, his drug addiction, his sick wife. Oh, it's definitely his sick wife. We still need to figure out what these two are. Okay. Talk to Boyd. Why not? Let's go ahead and have a chat. Hey, no one here is, wait a minute, is there someone in here? Nope. Long time no see. Always turning the security cameras off. Still not the talkative type, huh? Okay, listen up. Things have changed since we last spoke. I turned off the camera so we can talk freely. Your people have kidnapped my daughter to extort me. Last night, your friend Zora came to my home to talk to me. But don't get your hopes up. It's about money, not your freedom. I wanna... Wait. My daughter's name is Laura. She's 14 and dreams of being an author. Do you generally not care if she gets a shot at life? Guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Then I suppose it also wouldn't matter if I put a bullet in Zora's head the next time she comes to me. What exactly do you want me to do? Looks like I'm pretty much locked up in here. Who are those guys you and Zora are working for? We both know I can't give you any details. We're mercenaries. That's all I can say. Where do they keep Laura? I have no clue. We have a bunch of hideouts in the city and the whole solar system. I don't even know all of them. In the whole... That's a pretty huge organization you're part of. We're not just some thugs. We're professionals. You want me to help you? I'll give you one piece of advice. Do what they tell you. If I do, will I get her back? We usually keep our end of the bargain. Why are they blackmailing you? The people who asked you to shoot Banny won't pay them because we prevented the handover. Now they want me to help them get the data back. I see. Well, there's not much I can do for you. Good luck with your daughter. Now let's go ahead and hand the message over. I have a message from Zora for you. What message? The moon rises in the south. The fat guy I met at Joris Plaza. He was pretty sure he got his assignment from someone in the Thalanium business. You mean Gonzalez? The man you brought the storage module? If that's his name, maybe that'll help you somehow. Thanks for letting me know. Could you tell Zora that the sun sleeps in the north? Quid pro quo. Okay, I'll tell her. Good luck with your daughter. Okay, well that's something. So that would mean the company behind the Liberators is involved with Thalanium mining. So mining Thalanium. That's, yeah, we're narrowing it down little by little. Thank you, Boyd. But I think that will do it for today, guys. Hopefully we'll be able to question Mr. Cox and see what his role in all of this is in the next episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.